I took Greg Eisenberg's Instagram Reels, which if you're not familiar, look exactly like this. So clean. I don't know how he does it so consistently, but you can see it's very simple, very unique motion that goes with the voiceover of his videos. And so I recreated those Instagram Reels with this GitHub repository skill, Hyperframes, and a Claude Code project. As you can see, I have a without generic AI motion and with the motion design skill. Very small details, and I'll get into this later in the video, but I just want to showcase what I was able to generate off of this audio. So before we get started, there's going to be 4 separate things that you need downloaded. But before you go and download anything, I'm going to let you know that in the description below, there's a link. If you click it, it'll take you to a free school community where you can set up this project with literally one project file. Inside of this project file is a link to Hyperframes, Remotion, and this GitHub repository. Now, this GitHub repository is very important to how we're going to be creating these animations with code. This is a repository by Really Natu. I hope I'm not butchering that. Let me know in the comments below. But this is essentially a instruction guide for Claude on how to actually animate with motion design and motion graphic best practices. So you can read through this if you want. I'm just going to highlight a few things. The actual core skill MD, this is the reference with the 8-step checklist that Claude is going to read when building out these motion graphics. And as you can see in the skill structure, we have a director, we have a patterns, and we have a reference. Each of these subfolders, we have the core philosophy markdown file, decision frameworks, Disney principles, motion personality, emotion mapping, choreography. So things or elements that you use in motion design as a motion designer are now baked into this one GitHub repo that your Claude agent can now use. So essentially your Claude agent becomes your motion designer. Now, if you were just to open up Hyperframes inside of a Claude Code terminal and say, make me a video based on, this, or analyze my video, take the audio and create motion graphics on it, they look terrible. They're super AI generated. They look like AI slop. It puts that stupid highlight border around every single rounded pill inside of your video, and you don't really stand out. And so what we're going to be building today is a little bit different because it feels like it has character. As I was mentioning in the beginning of the video, there's like this nice soft glass blur on the edge of the screen. Very smooth animations. There's character, there's actual motion. It doesn't really feel that AI generated, although it is AI generated. You can get a lot better outputs with this type of workflow. Inside of that link in the description below where it says all of my free resources, you will find inside of the community a zip file that says Eisenberg Paper Kit. Inside of the Eisenberg Paper Kit, you're going to find a demo project, a motion design skill, the README, scripts, setup, and style for your Claude agents to take over and animate for you. This will also walk you through if you don't have Hyperframes or Remotion or anything downloaded, it will download it in a project file for you. So let's go over the process of actually setting this up inside of a Claude Code session. So I'm inside of Claude, and what we're going to need to do is upload the actual zip file for Claude to read and analyze. Also make sure that you are in the Claude Code session. You have everything set up. I'm just in a blank Eisenberg project folder right now. There's nothing inside of this folder. Bypass permissions, Fable 5 or Opus 5, whatever your preference is. So I'm going to upload this Eisenberg Paper Kit into the prompt box, and all I'm going to say to Claude is analyze the Eisenberg Paper Kit. I want to start creating videos in this style. So when you download this zip file inside of your Claude project, this is going to give Claude, again, all of the motion design taste. So it installs the GitHub repo, it installs the actual Eisenberg design style, this like paper mache with the nice blurred edges around. For example, like you can see down here, the edges are blurred around the border of the screen, which just adds depth to the actual image. You can open up this contact sheet or this like design style sheet to analyze some of the pop-ups and animations that Claude can reference. Now, it's not going to look exactly like this. Obviously, the texture is going to change, or maybe the box shape is going to change. Based on what you are creating in your content, it's going to adapt to that. It just is using this as a reference guide to come back to if it ever gets confused. My favorite thing every single time is like this text that pops up right here. I just think it's so clean. I love the font. And once it's down, so it has downloaded the Design MD, again with the paper canvas, physical cards, camera, motion grammar, the 18 style reference cards that I just pulled up, the workflow to make your first video. So you can record a 30-second voiceover, pick 6 to 8 beats for the voiceover. But again, we can have Claude just do this all for us. So now I want to get into actually creating a legit video. I'm going to actually do the same process I did to create this skill is go to Greg Eisenberg's Instagram, and you can go to anyone's Instagram or TikTok or YouTube to copy a style or reference a style. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scroll down and find a video that I really like. So I really like this one. So all I'm going to do is just copy the URL of this, head back into Claude, paste that URL in, and I'm going to prompt it. I want you to create a 30-second video using the voiceover from this Instagram reel. I want to showcase the motion design from the Greg Eisenberg kit. When this is done, open the Hyperframe Studio so I can preview before we render. Only pull 30 seconds from this video. I do not need the full 1 minute. I'm just going to shoot this off. I'm going to let this build out. I will come back when the Hyperframe Studio opens and I will show you how we can actually edit the actual text, the elements, to get exactly what we want. Also, something I want to note too is, I mentioned this before, you don't have to use this just for short form reels. If you like the caption style, you can turn this style into your captions and just have Claude add these captions for you with the same animation and the same style. Or again, with the elements, if you're recording YouTube videos or if you're working with a client that wants motion graphics on an instructional design video, you can use these motion graphics for a variety of different video and audio formats. It's not just stuck to Reels. I'm just utilizing the Reels example because I want to showcase a really quick example, a really quick generation. So the render just finished up. We are in the Hyperframe Studio, which Claude opened for me. And let me play the audio for you so you can hear.
The fastest way to build a profitable AI business is to stop building first. Instead, find a boring industry with a repetitive workflow and perform that workflow yourself. That's how you uncover the business-killing edge cases that most founders never see. Document.
Okay, so you guys kind of get the point. But the cool thing with Hyperframe Studio is when you have it open, say like, okay, this is not centered. We can move this into the center. Or here, if I wanted this to pop up a little bit higher, we can move this up higher. So it's starting to become kind of like an After Effects in your browser. So there you have it. You have now this Greg Eisenberg, very smooth motion design video that literally took 2 minutes to build inside of Hyperframes and Claude. And I just want to showcase the difference. So on the left is the one with the GitHub repo skill download. See how smooth the animations are. Now look at the right. This is one without the actual GitHub repo in. It's a lot more choppy. It just doesn't feel as smooth as the one on the left. And there's a big difference when it comes to motion design. Those little small details is what's going to set you apart from someone who just uses generic AI. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. Again, in the link in the description, this is where you're going to find the zip file for this type of motion design. And if you are interested in sticking around in the Creative AI Network, I highly suggest that you do stay because you can meet a lot of people in the creative AI space. Get feedback on portfolios, stay updated with the creative AI updates that are always changing day by day. And it's just a great place to be and feel supported in this creative AI world. I'm going to leave you guys with that today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.